Hi there. Ugh, gotta get buckled up here. All right. So I'm off to get a package at the Amazon locker. So if you've never used the Amazon lockers, when you're getting something from Amazon, you can ship it to wherever you're at, like this RV park, for example, or at different places all around. They have these really cool mobile lockers where they'll drop off your product, it's secure, and then they send you a code. You go to that locker. This one is at like a Circle K or a 7-Eleven or something like that. You punch in your code and you get your product. So I got something delivered today that I am on my way to pick up. Something that I didn't really think I would ever want or need for the rig, but the more and more I thought about it, the more and more it just made sense. You can tell we're in snowbird country here. We got the Canadian flag and the US flag everywhere. Okay, so here's a little Amazon locker. I think they have them at like a lot of gas stations. They also have them at like Whole Foods and stuff, which is kind of cool. So you get the email, and then there's a barcode, and then a actual code that you can just punch in. So I'm just gonna punch in the code, which is 881639. 8839. And poof, it opens up, and just like that, package accepted. Alright, so you may be wondering, what is in this mystery package? Well, let me just open it up and I will show you. And I will tell you why I decided to buy it. Anyone want to guess what it is? It's like Christmas morning, if you can guess. And there it is. I got 2 Induction electric cooktops. And I'll tell you why I got these. So when I do cook, I really enjoy like cooking with gas. Like on the propane stove, I really enjoy it. The problem with cooking in the rig that I've discovered is if I just want to make like a real quick meal with something, I have to take off the cover, I gotta light the stove. If I'm like low on propane, or if there's other issues with the propane that I'm gonna need, I gotta think about that. Sometimes it takes longer as well. And, you know, just trying to take everything off the countertop and then put it back on, I have to remove the covers. It got to be a little bit of a work. So I already have, with an induction cooktop, you have to have a special kind of pan. I already have them. Getting these electric ones is going to make life a little easier, I'm hoping, because with the new solar panels that were going to be installed, I'm going to have plenty of battery power instead of having to go through that whole process with the gas stove. As much as I like, again, cooking with gas, I think most of the stuff I do cook, it's not like I'm flamboying or anything. You know, what is it? Flamboying? Flambaying? What is it? What do you call it? Holy smokes. Look at this. This big old truck just, like, you can't even see. This big old truck just pulled up. Like, looking out the door, look at it's like, I'm not even as high as the freaking door handle of this truck. Holy smokes. I've been looking for something to do here in Phoenix. It's a Saturday, and I didn't want to spend all day in the rig, and I figured I needed to get out and go and do something. About 8 miles away, there is a place called, I don't even know what it's called anymore, I just turned it off. It's a ghost town. It's a ghost town. They have like old Western kinds of stuff. They've got like high noon shootouts at the top of the hour. They just have like a bunch of really cool stuff in saloon. So I figured I'll just go check it out. Kind of reminds me of like the old Back to the Future 3 where the saloon. Anyways, we'll go see what it's all about. That out there is the Superstition Mountain out here on the east side of the Phoenix area. We're about 6 miles away from the ghost town. It's Goldfield Ghost Town, by the way. I looked it up. Goldfield Ghost Town. You know, you'd think a ghost town would be like a ghost town, but they've got shooting galleries and train rides and zip lines and, you know, paved parking and I don't know, not exactly what I think of when I think of ghost town. Geez, must be popular. No parking. I gotta go park way up over here. So I actually found this place on the Dirt, the DYRT website, because I was looking for some boondocking sites for when I have to move and find another spot. And this place came up, and it says that they offer camping. It didn't say it on the website, but it said that it was confirmed by the Dirt staff. And sure enough, if you just look right over there, you'll see the zip line or the whatever that is. It's got to be the little zip line thingy. But yeah, you'll see RV parking just right up over there. I don't know if it's free or not, but they do have it. I've done these kind of zip lines before, and you know what? They kind of suck. There was one that sounded really cool in Las Vegas where you can zip line from one side of the Rio Tower to the other side of the Rio Tower, but it was in one of these controlled little thingies and it brings you up and down. And it wasn't a real zip line. It was no fun. I thought it was going to be cooler than that. So one thing I noticed about this place so far is everything is free. It's like free admission, free parking and everything, but nothing else is. Like the train ride costs extra, the mine tours cost extra, the gold panning costs extra. Anything that you want to do costs extra. They don't have like this all-inclusive pass where you can go and participate in everything. It's like all these different attractions, but they all cost money. So at the top of every hour from noon to whenever, there's supposed to be like this simulated, you know, old shoot 'em up west in the, what do you call them? Shoot 'em duels. And I gotta find out where that is because it's supposed to start at 2. What do they call those things? You know, where you go out into the street and you...
We'll just get out of town. Hey, Fox, over here. I'm Wells. This is Fargo.
Well, that was fun. Everyone's leaving. Back to your places. They do tips at the end of the show, so I'm gonna go and drop something in the bucket, but it's a fun show. Look who's here. They're so excited. Over at the bar, they got live music. And I got a Bud Light. Holy smokes. I was getting the camera out and I almost tripped on this slippery little thingamabobber here. Whew, that would have been funny. You know, all in all, if you want like an authentic ghost town, this is not it. This is not like where you want the... I had some friends that went through the mine and they were saying that, yeah, this is not a, the authentic kind of version of a ghost town is what you were looking for. It's definitely a little touristy. The guy that bought the land, I guess, he spent like a lot of time trying to find authentic period pieces, but the town is built on the exact town, but nothing here is authentic. It's all, they're doing a show still back there. You can hear it. So, I mean, it definitely is a nice place to spend the day. Attractions, some good shops. The people doing the shows are a lot of fun. They got the bar, the live music. Overall, everything was good. It's not a bad way to, you know, to spend a few hours or the afternoon or something like that. You need like a wristband where you can go do everything for like one flat rate for the family to make it a little more affordable for families with kids and stuff like that. This could have easily been a $300 a day for a family of 4, I think. So, anyways, there's my car. Okay, so finally back. I want to show you this. You saw the stovetop. Another magnet. The Goldfield Ghost Town. This one has like little bullet holes. I thought that was kind of cool. One magnet on the back for $8. $8 whole. Alright, let's go on the fridge. There we go. You know, every time you get something new, like I got those little induction stoves, you got to find a place to put them. When you ever find a place to put them, you got to rearrange stuff, and now I'm like stuck. So what I did is I'm putting the induction stove in here. There's 2 of them, so they just stack side on side, so that way they're really easy to get to. But the stuff that was there is stuff that I don't really use that often. So I got this tea kettle and then these pots. These I do. I'm going to put these somewhere. These little serving things. I use these more than I thought I did. But the mixing bowls, I don't really use all that much. So I got to find a place to put all these. But I also want to take this opportunity to clean out what's underneath here. Not the kitty. The kitty stays. But underneath these benches. Okay, so it looks like under here, and again, I don't use a lot of this stuff anymore. So I've got the rice cooker that I use. Oh, and these baking pans. This is flour. I don't bake anything, but sometimes I'll bread stuff in it. This here is the lid for the pressure cooker. And over here is stuff that I definitely don't need anymore, but I still keep. These cigars came from, I forget where, a long time ago. But I bet you they're all bad. They're probably not even worth saving. What is this? Stay. do not fall. Do not fall. And then in here is a variety of really nice and expensive wines that I had. Well, not all expensive and not all really nice. But these, when I had my house, these are like $30 wine glasses that I used to use. And I didn't want to give them up. So I've actually broke one already. And so I've got 2 left. 2 of the really nice wine glasses that are left. Is wine, sake, different things. What is, it's got a label on here. $125 wholesale bottle. Oh, that's a Chalk Hill Pinot. Oh, I've got more of these. Okay. Booze Sanctuary. Whenever I say I'm running low on wine, I need to remember I've got all this in here. And I got another 24 bottles in the Jeep of some good stuff that I brought back from the wine bar. The other things is, as much as I love having this out, my Ghirardelli's chocolate and caramel for the espresso machine, doesn't need to be out in the middle of everything, so I'm going to put this in here too. Now I'm thinking about it, I have all this chocolate and all this caramel, and we have a lot crawl coming up at the Escapers Tucson Convergence. I'm wondering if I can create something with this chocolate and caramel. I have to, sorry, I thought I'll have to think about that one for a second. Something else that's funny, when I first started traveling, it's been over a year now, pickleball was the only thing I ever heard about. You play pickleball, you gotta... So I bought this pickleball set. Never even opened it or used it. You can see it's just all there. So I need a pickleball partner. You really are kind of always reinventing yourself. In this small space, you're always thinking, is this the best use of space for this product, or can I move things around? Can I make things better? I think it's just one of those things where you're always doing. What else?